Hello, mathematicians. Today we're learning about percents, more specifically finding the total after a percent increase. To get us started, let's quickly go over what a percent is. A percent is a ratio or rate that compares a number to 100. The word percent means per 100. We use the symbol as shown to show a percent. Because a percent is a ratio that compares a number to 100, that means we're comparing a part to a whole, where the whole is 100 because percents are out of 100, and the part is going to be a percent that is out of 100. And then here we have a proportion that we're going to use to help us solve for percent problems. So our first example says a concert ticket costs $200. There is an 8% tax. What is the final price? So we're finding the tax, which means we need to find 8% of 200. So that's our first step before we find the final price. So here we have our proportion, and we know that the tax is 8%, so we're going to replace percent with 8. And here we have 8 over 100, which makes sense because percents are out of 100. Next, we know that we're finding 8% of 200 because the concert ticket costs $200. So, because that's the total cost of the concert ticket, we're going to write 200 down here next to 100%. Now we're going to go ahead and solve. So we're going to start off by cross multiplying. 8 times 200 is equal to 1,600. And then we're going to take that and divide it by our final value here, which is 100. So 1,600 divided by 100 is equal to 16. So this means that the tax is $16. But the question is asking us for the final price. So we're going to take the concert ticket cost and add it to the tax to find the final price. So that means we're going to take $200, add it to 16, and the final price is $216. So the final price is the cost of the concert ticket and the 8% tax. That is what they're paying. Next, we have an example that says your family goes out to dinner and the bill is $60. You want to leave a 25% tip to thank the server for great service. How much will you pay in total? So we are finding the tip, which means we need to find 25% of 60. So we know that the tip is 25%, so we're going to replace the word percent with 25. And then we know that the total bill is $60, so we're going to write that next to 100% because the total bill is $60. Now, in order to solve, we're going to start off by cross multiplying. 25 times 60 is equal to 1,500, and then we're going to take that value and divide that by our final value, which is 100, and so we have 1,500 divided by 100, which is equal to 15. So this means that the tip is $15. However, we want to figure out how much we're going to pay in total. So we're going to take the cost of the bill and the tip, add that together to find the total price. So the bill was $60, the tip was $15, and that means that the total price is $75. And that's it.